The Mid Cheshire Line is a railway line that Northern operate between Manchester Piccadilly and Chester. And honestly, in my opinion, this line is underrated with beautiful stations and beautiful scenery. And you join me today at Knutsford, and we're going nuts as we visit the remaining stations on the Mid Cheshire Line between Knutsford and Stockport, visiting the 5 remaining stations on this line. I'm waiting for the 0941 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly now, and our first station we are going to start the journey is Mobbery. Here's a joke for you. What do you call somebody who steals from the mob? A mobbery. And that's the current station that I'm at right now, and that joke honestly is so bad. I don't think this wise guy is going to make any more puns today. But Mobbery is a wonderful station. It's got 2 platforms, it's your unstaffed Northern station, but on platform 2, which is the current platform I'm standing on, it does have a brick waiting shelter, but it's also got the former station building as well. Sadly, it's in commercial use and not in rail use. On platform 1, it's got a lovely waiting shelter. I might go in there very shortly because it looks like it's nice and cosy. But also, it does have my 2 favourite things at a railway station. It's got a signal box, which that signal box is lovely, and right next door to the signal box is a level crossing. I do love a good level crossing at a railway station. Another good thing I like about the Mid Cheshire Line is you do get plenty of freight trains on this line. Yes, they're the Class 66 diesel locomotives, but it's still good to see freight and locomotives on this line. And the history of this railway station, there's not really much history to talk about. Mobbery opened on the 12th of May 1862 by the Cheshire Midland Railway. So another thing I've noticed at Mobbery is, if you're aviation enthusiast, you do get to see planes making their descent into Manchester Airport. Unlike at Hyde Central where they're above you, you can actually see them more clearly as they make their landing into Manchester Airport. But I'm going to head over back to platform 1 now, wait for my next train, the 1046 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, and the next station we go to is Ashley. So we have now made it to the next railway station we're stopping off at today as we're heading towards Stockport. This is Ashley. Ashley is your unstaffed Northern station with 2 platforms. However though, the layout looks like it's staggered platforms, but technically it isn't. Because on platform 1 you've got the old platform still, but it's disused, but it's blocked off. So the layout looks like it's a staggered platform, but technically it's not a staggered station. On platform 2 where I'm currently standing on, it does have a brick waiting shelter that looks cosy inside, to be honest. On platform 1 it's got the old station building, but sadly it's in private residence, not in rail use anymore. So there's not really much to say about the history of Ashley Station. It opened on the 10th of May 1862 by the Cheshire and Midlands Railway. Now just up there where I'm pointing at, you can't see it very well, but there's some information boards and it's got the old regional railway signage on those boards. I do love seeing regional railway signage at railway stations, but unfortunately I'm going to head back to platform 1 now because we are waiting for the 11:49 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. And unfortunately we're going to be leaving the countryside and heading into the Greater Manchester area. And right behind me is actually the M56 motorway, so we're going to go under that and head into Greater Manchester because the next station we're going to is Hale. So we have now made it to the next railway station we're stopping off at as we head towards Stockport. This is Hale. And honestly, Hale is a very nice station. I'm really impressed with this one. It's got station buildings on both platforms. It's got station canopies on both platforms. It's got a lovely station footbridge. And also at the Chester end of Hale, it does have a level crossing, which I do love a good level crossing. But it's also got a disused signal box here as well. This station is just absolutely brilliant. I like it. So there is a little bit of history about Hale Station. It opened on the 12th of May 1862 by the Cheshire Midland Railway as Peel Causeway. Now during its time it was also renamed to Bowden Peel Causeway. I don't have a date on that name change unfortunately. In 1889 it was renamed to Peel Causeway for Hale, and in 1902 it was renamed to its current name, Hale. So while having something to eat at Hale Station, just looking around this station, it's still impressive. Even the station building on the outside is absolutely impressive. And it's also in a lovely, well built up area as well. But we shall be leaving Hale on the next train, the 12:53 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, and the next station we go to is Altrincham. So we have now made it to one of the busiest stations on the Mid Cheshire Line between Stockport and Chester. This is Altrincham. Altrincham does have a lovely station building. It's also got some lovely canopies as well, and it's also got a modern footbridge. Altrincham also has 4 platforms. 2 platforms are for the hourly northern service between Manchester Piccadilly and Chester. The other 2 platforms are the Manchester Metrolink, with services going into the city of Manchester. But that also used to be a former railway line. the Manchester South Junction Altrincham Railway, which went to Manchester Oxford Road. So there is quite a bit of history with the railways around Altrincham. This station I'm currently standing on opened on the 3rd of April 1881 by the Manchester South Junction Altrincham Railway, replacing the station that opened in 1849, which was located south of Stockport Road. The station was named Altrincham and Bowden, as Bowden Station also closed in 1881 and became a carriage shed until 1971. In 1974, the station was renamed to its current name Altrincham, and Regional Railways electric trains to Manchester ceased in 1991, and the line was converted for the Manchester Metrolink, which started operations on the 15th of June 1992. I'm going to head over to the other platform now, platform 3, yes. The northern platforms are platforms 4 and 3 at Altrincham. But we are going to be waiting for the 1357 northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, and it's about time to visit the penultimate station in today's video, Navigation Road. So we have now made it to the penultimate station we're stopping off at today as we're heading towards Stockport. This is Navigation Road. Now Navigation Road has this interesting layout. It's one of 2 stations in the United Kingdom that has this layout. Even though there's 2 tracks running through the railway station, one track is actually for heavy rail services for Northern, and the other track is actually for light rail services for the Manchester Metrolink. The other station that has this layout is Birkbeck down in London. Now on the Manchester Piccadilly bound platform, or the northern bound platform, it does have your bog standard unstaffed northern station with your waiting shelter, and that's about it. On the Manchester Metrolink bound platform, it does have a station building, but I don't think that station building is actually in railway use. So there is quite a bit of history here at Navigation Road. The station opened on the 20th of July 1931 as Navigation Road Altrincham, following electrification on the line by the Manchester South Junction Altrincham Railway. The Manchester South Junction Altrincham Railway is part of the London Midland and Scottish Railway and the London and North Eastern Railway. The Manchester bound platform closed in 1991 and reopened in 1992 for the Metrolink, reduced the National Rail station to 1 platform. Now to be honest, if you're hearing that banging in the video, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's bloody annoying. Also, it's got my favourite thing at a railway station or tram stop, a level crossing. But we shall be leaving Navigation Road on the 1500 northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, and we're going to Stockport. Now, to be honest, trying to film at Navigation Road was a complete farce, to be honest, because of the Metrolink trams arriving and departing every so few minutes of each other. But we have now made it to Stockport and riding the Mid Cheshire Line. I said that line is underrated, and I still stand by that. That line is underrated, and it was enjoyable actually, visiting every single station on the Mid Cheshire Line throughout the series. Beautiful stations, beautiful scenery, and I really did enjoy visiting every station on the Mid Cheshire Line. But for now, I'm going to drop a video right here. Feel free to give that a click. The people on screen now, YouTube channels, Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I'm SimOnTrains. I hope to see you at the next railway station, so good luck on a new journey together. Thanks for watching.